Last month, President Obama announced a series of implementations that could bring change in the complex relations between the United States and Cuba. One of those is purposeful travel.
The academic, religious, and cultural travel has been made a lot easier. So now what that means is that colleges, universities, artistic organizations, cultural organizations, and religious organizations can, under a general license, go to Cuba for as long as they want and travel around or organize classes or workshops. So it's opened up for a number of people the right to travel and spend some time there.
Another important change is looking to help expand the economic independence of the Cuban people and to support a more vibrant Cuban civil society through remittances.
Furthermore, the lifting or the changes in the regulations has now allowed U.S. citizens to send up to $2,000 a year to Cubans, and I think there is a restriction on the part of not being able to send money to a number of top Communist Party officials. But on the whole, any American can now send up to $2,000 in the form of remittances to any Cuban on the island, which is also a big change. Before, only Cuban Americans with family on the island could send money to Cuba.
The last change benefits those who seek to visit family in Cuba and engage in other licensed purposeful travel.
Now what that means is that colleges, universities, artistic organizations, cultural organizations, and religious organizations can, under a general license, go to Cuba. These may seem minor, but given where we're at in U.S.-Cuban relations, these are important small steps.
Small steps that so far have not created any reaction from the Cuban government.
I was actually in Cuba when Obama made the statements that he was going to change these laws. So the Cuban government, first of all, didn't react at all. I think it took them 2 or 3 days to make an official statement, which was basically that they welcomed these changes, but they still think that it is too little. They, went right to the old problem, which is the embargo. They said, this is important, but the real problem, the big obstacle, is the embargo. So there's a lot more to be done.